This poem is a response to what a lot of people and I have experienced around us in our local, national, and international arenas. It was triggered by a desecrated place of worship up in the Himalayas, which I had chanced to visit some months back. This very place I had visited more than 30 years back. It was throbbing with activity and visitors. Today, it lies in ruins, a sad testimony of our times. Such incidents have forced me to ask myself, which faith is mine? Which faith is mine? Which faith is mine? I claim not such a faith which could deaden my conscience and close my eyes to the lives maimed, mutilated, or murdered. That which was to bind us all only segregates and alienates one person from another and the human being from its intrinsic humanity. I know no one faith or creed well enough to Christian it as my own. I know no God who belongs exclusively to me or my caste. That which claims a country or a region as its own and wants to weed out the laity of other faiths from its territory. We all ate the same food, spoke the same language, lived in the same vale, played under chinars, and even had similar racial roots. Every autumn we ambled down those avenues, hand in hand, as kids, which later became a battleground and a graveyard. Here perished a lot of our folks, burnt, battered, and brutally raped. I don't see God only in an idol or in a befuddlement of names, or its envoys only in the garb of priests, or perceive the faithful only as those telling the rosary beads, singing hymns, naat and kirtan. I don't know if God is an animal, man, a woman, or another gender, a roaring vengeful fire, a breathing tree, or the deep blue ocean, the nurturing terrameter, the azure skies, or gutsy winds, in none, some, or in all of them, including human hearts and souls. I'd rather be faithless than have such a fractured faith that rests on the use of farce of force and feeble forms to make them fear the faceless, infinite, invincible energy, with a rage and fury and not the warmth of its compassion. If God was a friend and a mother, would she not use the glue of clemency and toleration to keep her flock together? Such as we ourselves are, such will our gods seem to us. It didn't matter to which religion those targeted belonged to. Is faith a museum of beliefs or a medley of rites and customs? In the name of religion, region, color, caste, a human form is oft wounded and victimized, who in turn continue to hoist the edifice of hatred and search for its next victim. Of what use is a faith if one cannot revere and value a human or a non-human life form like the abandoned old toothless Ammaji and that regularly raped little Feroza who beg outside an abode of God not far from home? Oft it makes me wonder if God has turned deaf and dumb and a blind eye, or have we stopped listening to our inner voice, blocking out our throbbing source? For if it's a large family, then there are no others. For if it's a large family, there are no others. For if it's a large family, there are no others.